Hey, shalom, brothers and sisters. This week in the Torah is vayeira. And like I said, we're going to go right into it. This portion was dealing with when the Most High told Sarah that and Abraham that he was going to have children in their old age. And they laughed. They laughed at them now. Which led the Most High to ask the question, is there anything too hard for the Most High? You see, this is what we do in our life. What we do is that's called self-limiting. We tend to limit ourselves. We tend to think that what we believe and think or see is all what it is. And that's not true. As I always tell people is, to the man that says something can't be done, don't interrupt the person that is doing it. You already failed yourself. You already limit yourself and told yourself what you can and cannot do. And this is what we do in life. We tend to project our failures, our insecurities, our thought process onto the next person. We begin to think for them. Because someone broke your heart in a relationship, now the next partner you with, you tend to think they're going to do the same thing. Because you're going to limit yourself. Now you don't believe there's someone else out there that can love you the way you're supposed to be loved because you've been hurt so much. And this is what we do in life. We tend to put limits on ourselves, and then we tend to project them same feelings upon someone else. This is why the Most High asks the question, is there anything too hard for the Most High? Because we as people, we tend to think, and we don't want to say it, we tend to think for the Most High. That's why the scripture says, your thoughts are not my thoughts, and my thoughts are me. Your thoughts are not my thoughts, and mine are not yours. We can't think for the Most High. But this is what we do. This is just a life lesson. We tend to put limitations on people or what they can and cannot do based upon ourselves. The next question, the next part of this portion was when Sarah denied that she laughed. And because of that, because she laughed, Abraham laughed as well, the son was called Yitzchak. So this goes to show that the things we do in life can affect other people. It affected his name. That's why he got the name he got. But this is what we in life don't like to admit, that there's things that we do in life, it don't just affect us. It affects other people. Not necessarily Yitzchak or Isaac in a bad way, but the things we do in life doesn't only affect us. It can affect your children. It can affect the upbringing of those who you love. The things you do also could affect your wife. It also could have some kind of effect upon your husband. But we tend to think that what we do, it has no bearing on nobody else, and that is not a fact. There's some people who walk around bearing burdens that we done did, and they got to pay the price for it. To prove it, as Israelites, we should all know that. Because at the end of the day, we're over here in America and scattered upon the four corners of the universe for the sins of our fathers. So yes, there are things that you do that can burden or have some kind of bearing on someone else, not just you. So we have to also be mindful of that. Because if all of us was in a boat, and we own the boat, and I said, you know what, this is my part of the boat, so I'm going to drill a hole in the boat, you'll tell me no. Because although we all on this boat, and this may be your part of the boat, if you drill a hole on your side, we all can drown. So we also got to be mindful of the things that we do can also have a negative effect on someone else. That's why the scripture tells you, you have to be an example, because there's someone coming to this way of life and they watching you do something. They figure, okay, I'll follow your lead, and you can mislead someone or make someone go astray, and you won't even realize it or know it. This is why I tell Israelites, Thanksgiving Day is paganistic. You should not partake in it. All the food, all the items that's on that table has something to do with another deity. And we should not, as Hebrew Israelites, celebrate it. But we do. And we think that it holds no, we think it's not wrong. It's sad. I actually heard a brother tell me 2 weeks ago, well, if there's can I partake in this? I said, no, but I seen brother such and such partaking in a Thanksgiving meal. I'm like, brother, I can't speak for that, man, but here go the history behind Thanksgiving. It came from the worship of Cerealian, Ceres. This is where it comes from. This is the reason why they got these particular foods there. Now you make your decision. But we fail to realize in life that there's things that we do that does have an effect on other people. The next part, when Abraham prayed for the people of Sodom, he asked the Most High, if this amount of people that's righteous, will you not destroy? If it's this amount, will you not destroy the Most High? Like, yeah, okay, Abraham. All the bargaining Abraham did meant nothing because the Most High destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. And this is the problem that we have. No one can do your righteousness. The book says that Noah, Daniel, and Job was in the land. They can only save themselves and not even their children. So Abraham prayed, but at the end of the day, Sodom still was destroyed, which goes to show us that prayer means something, yes. But if you're not willing to do the work yourself, someone praying for you it doesn't mean nothing. You don't reap what someone else sowed. When King David committed adultery with Bathsheba, this is a man after the Most High's own heart. He cried out for his child that he had with Bathsheba. And what happened? He even went as far as to fast so the child will live, and the Most High took the child. So sometimes prayer don't mean nothing. You can pray for people, and these are things that people say, oh, that's kind of touchy, that's a touchy topic, but at the end of the day, it goes to show it comes down to you. It comes down to you. Your father could pray. Your mother could pray. You can't live off their history. You can't live off their legacy. You got to live off what you did. Your father or mother cannot keep Yom Kippur for you. They can't keep the Day of Atonement for you, nor the feast days for you. Abraham prayed for this place, and look what ended up happening. So prayer is good, but also you still need work. You still need to put that work. The next one. When the angels or the messengers came to Sodom and they saw Lot. Lot was in Sodom. When the angels came there, they saw Lot. They informed him of what was about to happen. The people of Sodom told Lot, yo, who are these people that came to see you? Bring them out so we may know them, right? Lot told them no. Lot knew what they was planning on doing. He lived amongst these people. He knew what they was about. Question is, why was he still there? But at the end of the day, when Lot told them something that went against things that they was doing, then they turned on Lot. You see, they was all right with Lot until Lot had something to say about their way of life. And this goes to show real friends. I'm all right with you. Well, until you tell me something that I'm doing wrong, now we have a problem. Like I say, the test of a real friend is they accept your no the same way they accept your yes. When you say yes to them, it's, oh, yes, thank you, you're the best person. Second, you say no, you know good, you changed. They have a whole bunch of things to say about it. Like I tell people, I don't want bobbleheads. I don't want my friends to say yes to me all the time. I want someone to tell me when I'm wrong. I want someone to critique me. That's part of having a real friend, being a real friend. But the second Lot told the people of Sodom, no, wait a minute. Hold on, no, wait a minute. They told Lot, we'll deal with you worse than we'll deal with them. And this is the problem with people. Most people don't change. They'll just find someone who accepts their evil and wicked ways. This is the problem with us as people when it comes to friendship. I'm cool with you until you cross the line and tell me that I'm wrong. I'm cool with you until you tell me my way of life is not right, or the things I'm doing is not okay. And like I tell this to everybody, if you're an Israelite or you my friend, that meaning your standard is the Torah. I don't want to tell you something that ain't right. Isaiah 58:1 says, cry aloud, spare not. The Most High told us to show the house of Israel their sins. But when someone show you your sins, are you accepting of it? Do they now become your enemy? The book says that. Do I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? In some cases, yes. Some people you can't tell nothing to. Some people you just gotta leave them where they're at, because the second you tell them about themselves, you just created an enemy. And look at the people of Sodom. They was all right with Lot until Lot had something to say about their way of life. So now we gotta question ourselves on the people we have in our lives. Because if you're my friend, I'm not gonna shut up if you do something wrong. You're just not gonna like me, but I'm gonna tell you. And we gotta be mindful of that. Everyone is not going to always say something that's going to be good to us. We're human. We have sins. So when someone brings that sin to the light, now you don't want to deal with it. Now you don't like them. Now you don't want to talk to them. I got to question you. But this is just something for us to see, that a person will be cool with you until you tell them about themselves. But when you look at later on in the scriptures, Lot, the book says Lot went and told his son-in-laws what was about to happen. And they told Lot, yeah, right, we're not leaving this place. They said it seemed as if he's jesting, like this was a joke. This is what happens when some people get familiar where they at and comfortable. Remember, Sodom was a land of riches. The book says it was beautiful. And the point is, this is why most people don't want to leave or do the right thing. Because, and I said this, some people told me, are you sure about that? I say yes. Some people are afraid of success. They said, really? Yes, because the sacrifice that comes with success, people don't want. You see, everybody wants the good, but they don't want the process, the work that goes with it. You see, it was hard for Lot's sons to leave Sodom. Because look at what they had. And this is the problem. People fear the unknown. This is why I tell people, you can't be afraid of what's ahead of you because you're afraid to leave what's behind you. This is why Lot's wife died. This is why the angel had to grab Lot and pull him. You see, we tend to hold on to things that's bad because they have good that comes with it. People say that don't make sense. It makes a lot of sense. We tend to cling on to the things that are bad instead of holding on to the things that are good, because what comes with it. I had a sister tell me, and I tell you everybody this all the time, because I do sister classes as well. The sister said, I want a good man. I said, well, do you know that comes with a good man? She said, he got to be a righteous brother. Do you know what comes with a righteous brother? Because a righteous brother ain't going to have you walking around here dressing like that. A righteous brother ain't going to have you up in the bar. He ain't going to have you on vacations, jumping on tables, getting drunk, acting a fool. A righteous brother's not going to have you up in the club shaking your body. A righteous brother's not going to have you up in Labor Day, half naked. A righteous brother's not going to have you doing the things that you like. So do you really want a righteous brother? This is why most sisters, and I say this to the sisters who listen to our classes, this is why if people, we choose things that's going to help us with our unrighteousness. You don't want a righteous man, because a righteous man will tell you to do things you may not want to do. So this is why Lot's sons-in-law was like, you joking? Why are you telling nigga more, man? Hey, the Most ain't gonna rain fire and brimstone. This is why I try to explain to us, to its people, is that in order for a tea to have full effect, it has to go through hot water. You take a tea bag, it's just a tea bag. You gotta put the thing in hot water. The problem with us is we don't want to go through that hot water. Same thing with gold. For you to know it's real, it gotta go through some fire. The problem with us, we don't want to go through that fire. This is the thing. Lot went from living in a house to living in a cave. This is the problem with us. People don't want to change. People don't want to change. They get comfortable with their decisions, where they're at, where they're living, and how they doing things, to the point where I'm not going to change. I'm not going to go from wearing tight pants and now wearing a dress to having nice hairstyles and now wrapping my hair up. People don't want to change certain things. Because now you begin to look at the Most High, serving the Most High more as a job instead of joy. You're more programmed with it instead of it being passion. It's you're more programmed. You're just doing it just to do it. But this is the problem with Lot, son-in-laws. It was hard for them to leave a beautiful land house to go live in a cave. People don't want to downgrade their living for the Most High. Some people don't want to sacrifice or give up things for the Most High. But that's where you find your greatest joy, is when you go through that hot water. Just like that tea bag got to go through that hot water and the flavor come out. Just like that caterpillar got to go through its cocoon to become a butterfly. That gold got to go through that fire in order to show if it's real or not. The problem with us, we don't want to go through nothing. Before I end, you look at Abraham. He told Abimelech, I tricked you with Sarah because I feared that you did. I thought you didn't fear the Most High. Really? This is the problem we have. As I said earlier, we tend to take our thought patterns and put them on other people. Question your assumptions. How many times you thought something was right to only find out you was wrong? So I say this to us, question your assumptions. Because you think it doesn't mean it's right. Opinions don't change facts. Facts changes opinions. And when the facts change, so should your opinions. So question your assumption. The last part of this I'm going over is Hagar. When she had to leave the house with Ishmael, Abraham had to put her out. And when she left, she thought Ishmael was going to die. The water ran out. The Most High sent the angel to appear to her. And after he appeared to her, he showed her the well. Why didn't she see the well of water before? This is because sometimes some people, we are so distressed that we can't see the blessings. It's hard for you to see the blessings when you're so stressed out. It's hard for you to see blessings that well because you got so much things on your mind that you're blinded to the blessings the Most High have right there in front of you. As I say this all the time, the Most High have blessings right around the corner for us, but some of us never leave the block. We're stuck in our way. We're the ones who hinder our own blessings because of stress or because of perception. But I look like walking down the street with this woman. She could be the most righteous woman the Most High have for you, but if she's not a trophy wife, you might not want her. We put perceptions on blessings. If the Most High bless us with a car, it got to be a Benz. It can't be a Honda. The Most High bless us with an apartment. Nah, that's not a blessing. It got to be a house sitting on 3, 4, 5 acres. See, this is our perception. And it's hard for us to see blessings because we're so stressed. Our minds are fixed or are focused on other things instead of the Most High. As I said before, fear is an acronym. It stands for false evidence appearing real. That well was always there, but she was so stressed out with Ishmael's situation and circumstances that she couldn't even see it. And that's us. A lot of things we have in life we're blessed, but it's sad we don't see it because we're so stressed out. Because we want this. We want better jobs. Be glad you got a job. Even if it don't pay you $30 an hour, be glad you got a job. With that, I say shalom.